Alright, friends, let's go ahead and start. Make sure you have your procedural content generation framework. If you don't have it enabled, you're going to have to restart after enabling it. And then we can go ahead and get in here, and you'll notice you have the PCG graph available. We'll just say PCG hyper. Alright, let's go ahead, get that out of here. Let's open this up. Bring that down here, get rid of that. Alright, your input and your output node's got a lot of different stuff in it, but we are only going to worry about the landscape because we want this to spawn off the landscape. First thing we're going to pull off is a surface sampler. And then from there, we're going to transform points. And then, if I remember right, we want these points to be offset here. So negative 200, negative 200, negative 200. Let's do a 200, 200, 200. Let's give it a rotation max of 360, so that way it's random and can rotate in any which direction. And if you have a node selected and press D, you can put on debug or disable it. In this particular case, you're not seeing anything because we need this. Okay, so now got it on here. It's got things that are underneath it. It's got things that are above it. Fun, 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 fun. Okay. All right. However, now we're going to go to points to mesh, or mesh to points, rather. Important to go up in here and grab your project. Points on landscape. Or project, not project, project. This can go here, and this can go here. And now they're all on the landscape instead of being completely underneath, with its little bit of offset in there too. Perfect, perfect. So next, let's go ahead and get into the fun part. We're going to do a transform points again. And negative 20, negative 20. That way it's sunk into the ground a little bit. Let's grab a density filter. That is probably going to be the most important part of all of this. 0.7. We want it to be very minimal, if you can tell here. We'll take this one off. And now it makes it to where, yeah, they're scattered out, they're minimal, they're on the surface. Perfect, that's what we need. Now we're going to spawn actor. Most people are spawning the static mesh. I wanted to do this. You're going to get an error first. Don't worry about that. That's fine. That's to be expected. From here, we can say iron, right? We'll go ahead and do the mineable iron. Perfect. Errors are gone. Okay, now the thing is it's still not showing, right? So that's because we're under collapse actors. So I'm going to put that to no merging, and then poof, you got that. Let's go ahead and take off that. Let's make it to where you can only see the iron. All right. Perfect. So now we can rotate, rotate. Fun stuff. Yay. That works. Let's take it a step further. We'll just say iron. Let's grab the same points here. And we'll call this one coal. Oh. And in this one, just like the other, it will probably keep this roughly the same. I'm going to mess with the rotation a little bit so it's still off from what the iron looks like. We'll say 5, 5, and then a 360 on that. I don't think I gave this a 360, did I? Nope. Okay. And the density filter is the same, so that's a problem. Let's go ahead and switch that to coal as well. But now the coal and the iron are on top of each other. We don't want that, so this is where the density filter comes in play. We'll went ahead and say 0.95 to 1. Very minimal, very minimal. Okay, so now they're all on there, but they're not intersecting. Good stuff. Let's go like this. Alright, it generates. Perfect. That's exactly what we're needing. Alright, now let's go ahead and we're going to grab these 3. We're going to add a density noise on this one. And for the density noise, I'm just going to leave it as is, set 0, 1. And then this one, we're going to call it a tree. Oh, no, up here. Tree. Whatever, that one works. I like it. And transform points. We copied that one. Okay, density filter here. We're going to say 0 to 0.3. Maybe less. Tree. Poof. But these trees are absolutely god-awful growing sideways, so let's go ahead and fix that. That's where this will come back, and this is going to come into our absolute rotation on this one. Save that, bring it back, boom, they're all pointing up. How about that? Sweet. Okay, so from there, we're going to go ahead and let's get some little mushies in there. Mushrooms. And we'll call this one mushrooms. There we go. The mushrooms. Let's grab that. Let's see. We'll do this one between 0.35 and 0.45, right? Because nothing else is in the 0.4s. Cool. Save that. Boom. Now we've got little mushrooms. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's right. They're offset. So let's take that off on the mushrooms. That way they can spawn when they need to. Perfect, perfect. And that is essentially how you get them on there without it being a static mesh item. So that way we can save. We'll go ahead and get into our game. Pick up the axe and the hatchet that I laid down. We'll grab this one here, this one here. And as you can tell, interacting with the coal. Alright, pick up a bowl. Sick. Woohoo! What about those mushrooms? Nice. Alright. And that is essentially how you do it. Short and simple. Have a good one.